Our mantra here at the Wharton School is knowledge for action. And the idea is to make sure that we teach concepts that are applicable in the real world. In that spirit, we attempt to try to partner with particular organizations who have mission-critical issues that the students can work on. We're very excited to be partnering with Microsoft Windows Phone. Everyone has a cell phone. Some people have smartphones, some people don't. And the issue is really to understand how do people use their cell phones in a way that enhances their lives. Trying to understand how consumers make decisions about the mobile devices that they purchase and how the operating systems on those mobile devices affect their decisions to buy is the focus of the class.
What we would like to present to you today are a series of messages, strategies, and tactics that we've put together that we think the company could successfully implement to reach those target segments.
At the end of this, the students are now going to present to Microsoft Windows Phone executives their top strategic recommendations in terms of how to target and segment and position and message around the Windows Phone user interface.
A lot of people know about Windows, but they haven't quite understood that we've also developed a Windows Phone operating system.
Most people in our segments either hadn't heard of Windows Phone or they have outdated perceptions of Windows Phone.
So we definitely have an awareness issue, and then as we get all the way down to trial, we need to get a lot of people to try so that we can get folks to buy a phone.
We actually proved our insight. The more we looked at the Windows Phone, the more we used it, the more we liked it.
Each undergraduate group received an actual Microsoft Windows Phone, and they were tasked with understanding how consumers would respond to this product in the context of their current phones that they have.
When we showed people the phone, there were generally very positive responses. But the question is, how do we get the phone in the hands of all our potential clientele?
What the students have done is really, from soup to nuts, conduct a qualitative and quantitative analysis on how people make decisions about the devices that they choose to buy.
Our plan on doing that is a tactic that we called Come Alive. Come Alive is a tactic to emphasize the functionality aspects of the phone and differentiate it from its competition.
Over time, you could see the progression of the students and their level of awareness of Windows Phone, their familiarity with the phone. They were playing with the phone, doing all kinds of things with it, etc. And so by the time we came in for the final presentations, they were expert in not just the current version of Windows Phone, but what is coming next.
We suggest that our brand be called Spot.
I've been very impressed with the student presentations. They've done a fantastic job, not just from a content perspective, but also understanding the principles of consumer marketing.
One of the girls in our focus group said, if all my friends had a Windows Phone and I had an upgrade, I would definitely get a Windows Phone. That's a direct quote, and I think we underestimate the power we have on each other.
And I was actually really happy to see the really wide range of ideas that came about in these presentations. Some of which even we hadn't thought of, so this is incredibly valuable.
The quality is fantastic. The energy level is also very high, and that's why we came. We want that optimism and energy.
The grand prize for the students this year will be that each of the team members on the winning team will receive a free Nokia Lumia 900, which is the latest and greatest Windows Phone that's out there.
It translates into our three-phase marketing campaign. First, versatile, and then lifestyle, and finally, style.
So it's been really tough to judge, and we've had to be very nitpicky and kind of concentrate on the specific criteria that we're looking for. We've critiqued them on their customer segmentation, of how they look at the segmentation for the market. We've critiqued them on positioning, their positioning statements, their messaging, how are the tactics that they would apply for their messaging, and then finally, their energy and their overall creativity in the project.
Our idea coming into this project was, we know so much, how do we get the rest of the market to understand this without having them do this project?
It's a win-win situation. I know that the students have been very happy to be able to get the time of these very busy executives, and for the students to be able to connect with them in a way that's meaningful, to believe that they are in some sense adding value to what our colleagues at Microsoft are doing is a wonderful experience.
We need to capitalize on Windows as the catalyst in this digital revolution.
Ultimately, these are the students that are going to go out there in business. And the more they know about Microsoft and the better perception they have of Microsoft is better for Microsoft.
I think it's a great opportunity for both the school and for companies like Microsoft. I think it brings a unique way to bring two different perspectives, from an academic standpoint as well as from a business standpoint, to bring together and explore what else could we be doing in this area. So I think it's unique. I think it's refreshing.
She actually got it the first day that they were available, and she quickly came back and she's like, "You guys have to see this. Like, this is amazing."
Watching the presentations is just joyous because at the end of every presentation I ask them, so how's this changed your perception and feeling about Windows Phone? And the joy and the excitement they have now versus the skepticism they had before, I mean, it's magical.
Hold your phones up. There you go. Good product placement. Thank you very much.